Hello, everybody. This is Kathy, the Beartown Stitcher, and this is my floss tube number 7. So I have good news. I have something completed. And if you watch my previous floss tubes, my reason for starting this channel was to try to keep me on track and actually finishing these projects that I like to start. My first 3 finishes were projects I started 35 to 40 years ago. So I thought I can't keep taking that long to finish things. So this is to keep me accountable to you, anybody watching, that I can actually start and finish. So I do have a finish here to share with you. It's called The Summer Beaming Forth. It's a Blackbird Designs. And it's from a sonnet by John Cleary, who was born in 1793, long time ago. But this whole series, it's Loose Feathers. Loose Feathers is the name of it. And this is number 8. So there are several of them. They all have birds on them, and they all kind of coordinate together. Anyway, I have one done. And I'll show it to you here. Kind of gets blown out here. You can kind of see through it. I'm going to try something else, see if this makes it look better. Anyway, this was fun. And I'll tell you what really motivated me to keep going. I've had 3 pieces framed, finished and framed this year. And I've had all 3 done by Michaels. And I've been happy with the framing they've done. They have a whole wall of frames to choose from. When it comes right down to picking something, it's like, you don't have a lot. Anyway, what motivated me to keep going is they have a rewards club where, depending on how much you've spent in a year, you get little free rewards coupons. Which if you're doing framing, that can add up. I think it's 6%. I don't know how I ended up. And then there's bonuses, like you can earn an extra $10 bonus. I don't know how it all works, but I had $30 of rewards coupons that were expiring on September 15th. So I really budgeted myself to finish this thing, because I thought if I get $30 off my framing, that'll be cool. Anyway, as I'm working on this, I realized they may not necessarily have their 70% off sale going on September 15th, because I had this budgeted down to the day, how much I had to work on it every day to get it done, which was good. It was good to stick with something. I find that I'll sit down and stitch for a while and then stop. But this is like, nope, keep going until you get, I would show the pattern, but I can't show the pattern. I would divide it in by rows. There are actually 9 rows, in the grid of 10 stitches per row. And I was trying to finish a row a day, could totally finish it. Anyway, it made me keep going. So I'm thinking, may not be a sale on the 15th, but they still give you like some little discount. So I thought, well, I'll have my $30 to spend. So after I went in there, spent a lot of time trying to figure out what frame I wanted. First of all, there was no 70% off sale. So she gives me the price. Well, okay, I'm still going to be ahead here using my $30 coupon. You can't use rewards coupons on framing. So, but anyway, it made me get it done. And I decided, since I had no sale price and can't use the rewards, I'll check out Joann's, because I was kind of settling on the frame for it. It wasn't my first choice. So that's my project for probably Monday. It's my goal to go in and get this framed. So anyway, things I learned along the way of sticking with a project. And this is the first time I've stitched on linen. So it was, the linen here is 36 count and it's open by Picture This Plus. I need to do this. Other people know to do these things so you can kind of see it better. So now it's just got that slightly modeled look, not too much. I like that. I really liked that. It's the first time I've done linen, first time with a dyed linen. Found out I do really like that. And the other thing that was really fun was I had started out using, it called for weeks with a DMC conversion. And I thought, well, I had a couple of the weeks and I thought I'll just use my DMC for the rest of them. It felt like, here's the weeks. Some people are able to hold these up so nice and neatly. Anyway, it felt like the DMC was just too bold compared to these. So I ended up ordering all weeks to do it in all weeks. I have a little bit of DMC on here. The outline to the house and the vine on this side, part of that vine is with DMC. I kind of like the outline of the house and the windows with the DMC because it is bold comparatively, but otherwise I felt like the DMC was competing with these pretty colors, and it was really fun stitching with the dyed floss and watching the color change. That was fun just to watch that work out. So first time I've ever worked with these colors, and yeah, definitely worth the extra money, I would say. So I learned that about floss and about fabric. The other thing I learned is, and I don't wear glasses normally, except now I do use glasses, cheaters, to read. So I have my 2.75s that I would normally read with. But I've learned I do need a magnifying. I really like to have all the lights out in the room in the evening and just sit there with my magnifying light on my stitching. And summer, I've got the windows open and you hear all the night sounds, and I need that magnifier, even though I don't just for every day wear glasses. Definitely the 2.75s aren't enough. So even with the magnifier, I've got 2.75, and then I have 4.50, and then I have 5s, and then I have 6s. If I wear these 6s with the magnifying lamp, oh my gosh, that 36 count is nice and big and easy, and I can zip right along. The other thing I learned was the first row is hard on linen for me. And once I get that kind of set up, all the adjacent rows are easy because it's already counted off. It almost starts to feel more like an Ada when you're stitching one row next to an existed stitch row. I've also learned I don't dare jump from here to here. I can't trust my counting. I have to start as close to the next thread because it's the odds of me miscounting and getting things goofed up, it's going to happen. I also figured out when you're doing something like this house, something that has to be symmetrical or a border that has to match up and square up in the corners, I can't work with a mistake. Where maybe on these vines, if I make a mistake or I'm off a little bit, really, who's going to notice? But even doing that, even having said that, I think in retrospect, some of my little mistakes on those vines, I would go back and correct, because then you're adjusting and adapting forever and ever after that, once yeah, we make a mistake. So anyway, I need my glasses. I like my magnifying light and love working with this linen and the weeks thread. Put that. So the next thing I wanted to share, and then last of all, even as I'm finishing it up, it looked like the whole, basically the pattern's there. The house is there, the vine is there, but it's just like I just had to fill in, finish up little sections, and I would do a row at a time. And so it looks like I'm almost done, and yet I could spend 3-4 hours in a row to finish it up, even when it already looked finished. Like there's another little color or another little something to do here or there. Good grief. Anyway, so that's done. It's going to go to be framed Monday, and we'll see what I find out at Joann's. They do have 70% off their frames right now. So my next project is going to be this one. This is small. It's a Reward of Merit pin keep by Blackbird, and it's called Patchwork Pumpkin. Okay, and I ordered this as a kit from somewhat of a local quilt shop called Sweetwater. It's in Minnesota. Anyway, so they put it, it's a lot of different threads here, and they do their threads all cute and curly like this, which is another thing. I need a better system for my threads than what I've been doing. When I change from color to color, I kind of like just leaving the extra of this color just loose. I don't want to wind it back up, thinking, well, I'm going to be using it again pretty soon. But then I can kind of end up with a mess. I think that aren't there little needle books or things, places that'll kind of grip your floss and hold it in place. Anyway, I need a better system. But this is Gentle, is it called? Yeah, Gentle Arts. So this will be the first time I'm using Gentle Arts. So there's a whole lot of those. And then they've got a couple of weeks and a couple of, oh, these are Gentle Arts also, but these aren't twisted. I don't know why. They included backing. And some lace. So that'll be kind of pretty. Anyway, the picture doesn't show it done with lace, so I'm gonna have to figure that out, how to make that look pretty. And the fabric is French Vanilla by R&R Reproductions. So I have a little bit done there. Probably gonna take me forever, even though it looks small. But there's a lot of crazy little stitches there, but very fall. I think that'll be really fun to do for fall. And so I have to find a fun new, I have enough of these bags, something in a fall design, because this was my summer. And move in all my stuff so I can start Patchwork Pumpkin. I think that's all I had to share, things I've learned. See if I start moving along faster with this. See how much I get done. So I will come back. My goal is to try to do this weekly and share my progress in a week and anything else I've learned. So thank you to those of you who have watched. Thank you to those of you who have subscribed, and thank you to people who make it this far into my video. So please comment, subscribe, and join me again in a week so I can show you how far I've moved along. That's all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.